Hello everyone and welcome to today's Glamox webinar. Today we're going to show you how to improve your presence in digital meetings. In the last year, the number of people working from home has increased significantly, and many of us are now finding ourselves joining online meetings quite regularly. I'm sure you've heard the questions. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is my camera on? Is my screen sharing properly? And our aim is to help improve your presence in digital meetings through today's webinar. I'm joined by two colleagues, Monica and Andreas, who are going to show you 5 tips on how to improve your presence in digital meetings. Thanks for attending.
Thank you, Jamie. During the last year, working from home has become the new normal for so many of us. And suddenly, the kitchen table, living room, or even the kids' playroom has become our new offices. Most of us have attended digital meetings from home during the last year, and I think most of us also have seen more of our colleagues' homes and personalities than ever before. So whether you have meetings with your colleagues, with customers, or are doing a presentation, and no matter what platform you're using, if you're using Teams, Zoom, or something else, this is our top 5 tips for how you will improve your presence in digital meetings from home. We will talk about your surroundings, how you look and appear, and most importantly, the lighting. Our tip number 1 is about the surroundings on your home office. The background behind you needs to be clean and neutral for you to appear in focus on camera. So that means no clustered bookshelves, no laundry, and no kids' toys behind you. Try to clean up and have a neutral and good background. Also, do not sit in front of a window. There will be so much light coming in from behind you, so it will be almost impossible to see your facial expressions on camera. If you don't have the opportunity to clean up behind you, there's a good tip to use some of the built-in filters in the meeting platforms. You can choose between a lot of different backgrounds, or you can choose to blur out the background behind you so you become in focus and the background disappears. Tip number 2 is about your camera settings. And whether you're using a built-in camera on your laptop or if you have an external camera, it's important to adjust the settings properly. There are 2 different ways that you need to adjust your settings. Number 1 is the height of the camera, because we want the camera to be aligned with your eyes. And if you use a laptop, then maybe you have to build it a little bit up in order for the camera to be in the correct height. A good way to build up your laptop is simply to place some books underneath it. Then you can get it higher up and you can look straight into the camera. The other tip is about the distance between you and the camera. We don't want the camera to be very up close in your face, but we don't want it to be very far away either. So find a good distance between yourself and the camera so that your face and upper body fills the frame and you don't get too much of the background in the frame. Our tip number 3 is about how you look and appear on camera. Always choose neutral clothing when you have a digital meeting. By doing that, you will appear so much more natural and professional, because we want the focus to be on you and what you're saying and not about the way you look or are dressed. It's also important to sit properly in the chair. Sit with an upright back and look straight into the camera. Don't slide down in the chair and sit in a relaxed pose. Look straight into the camera so you have eye contact with the other ones you are having a meeting with. Don't let your eyes go down to the presentation or on the images and the line below. And if you can, it's always a good idea to stand up. You become so much more natural on camera when you're standing up. Tip number 4 is about sound settings and how you use your voice. Make sure the sound settings are good before you enter the meeting. That is so much more professional than starting to adjusting the sound settings in the meeting. And whether you're using a headset or built-in speakers in your laptop, make sure that they have the right volume and the right sound source. Also, make sure that your headset or speakers gives you a clear and good voice, so it's easy for those in the meeting to hear what you're actually going to say. And one last tip. When you're not talking, always mute yourself, because even the smallest background noises can become really loud through the microphone. And with these 4 tips about your surroundings, technical settings, and how you appear on camera, I'm going to pass the word over to Andreas, who will talk about the 5th and maybe most important of the tips: lighting.
Thank you very much, Monica, and welcome all to my home office in Stockholm, Sweden. My name is Andreas Eliasson and work as product manager for Glamox. I want to give you the last final tip of the day, and that is how to set up a proper light for the online meetings. And I'm going to take that from sort of a home environment perspective, because not only me, but lots of people these days has been working from home. It can be difficult because it's not always that we have a good light setup. We don't have the same type of light and the same amount of light as we have in an ordinary office. But there are some ideas and tips on how to manage that. So as working from home, I've been sitting in a lot of online meetings for the last 9 months now, I think it is. And I really know the difference it can make when using some of the tips that Monica mentioned. But of course also when setting up the lights properly. The camera needs lots of light to be able to perform in the best possible quality. So it's not only like you also need light to perform as good as possible, but the camera needs a lot of light for the best performance as well. As you see, I have a small desk lamp with me here today, and I think that this illustrates the needs for the home environment in a really good way. Just short, this is the Motus Mini. It's the smallest member of a big series of task lights, floor lamps, pendants, which is called Motus. I think that this shows really well how we can use a lamp that is in design wise and the touch of and feel of it is very much sufficient for a home environment. It's a typical minimalistic Scandinavian design and really fits in well in any type of home environment. This has a tiltable head in all directions. You can place the head wherever you want it. And this makes it so you can turn it and face it toward your own face. And this really gives the extra boost of light that you need in your face when you're sitting at an online meeting. And the really importance of having some light towards your face is that the camera will pick up your face and actually focus on it instead of focus on everything else. So lots of cameras today have these autofocus as an integrated part of the camera. If it is on a laptop or a web camera, whatever you might use, then this makes it really good for the camera to pick up your face, but also of course for the members on the online meeting to be able to see you really well. So just point this, and when not having a online meeting, you can use this as an ordinary task light. It has a really powerful LED source, and you can have a sufficient type of desk lamp. And when you're not using it as a task light, then just dim it down to the lowest, and you have a really warm type of cozy light, and that really matches the type of home environment. I can also mention, as you see here, this is the diffuser. It has an sort of a milky opal diffuser, and this also makes it so even if you're pointing it towards your face and using it for an online meeting, it doesn't really become glary. You don't need to have it boosted up on the highest, but you have it like in mid-range, and there's really no issue having this on the side and just facing it towards you. It will not be any disturbances or so. So this is a really good type of task light or desk light to use in the home environment, and you can just put it aside wherever you want it when you're not using it. Another one I wanted to show you is the Motus 4. You can't really see the whole lamp now, but I can put it here so you maybe see a little bit more of it. But this is standing on a floor base with a straight arm up, and then you can just adjust the arm to whatever height you need. But I mean, this just to illustrate, if you're sitting in a sofa with a laptop on your knee, or any other area where you don't have a desk where you can use the sort of a Motus Mini type of setup, this is really good. It works in the same way with the same tiltable type of head, and just point it towards your face, and you get the amount of light you need for an online meeting. So that was some of the tips that I wanted to give when it comes to a proper light setup for the online meetings in, for example, an home environment. But the same principle goes for anywhere you are. Wherever you're sitting having your online meetings, make sure that you have a good light setup, and try to dim up the lights to the highest amount, or put in some extra light in the room that you're working in. But I mean, still, we don't want to make our home environment into a light studio. So use the lights you have, or something like Motus Mini or Motus Table. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Monica and Andreas, and thank you to all of our attendees. We hope that you have gained some valuable tips for working from home. If you'd like any more information, please do visit our website at glamox.com and select your appropriate region. And we do hope that you'll join us again for a future webinar. Thanks a lot.